10 Pokémon that actually exist in real life. The Pokémon franchise shaped an entire generation's outlook on animals, games and anime when it first came out. Even years after its release as a game and as an animated TV show, it continues to be a topic of interest and has a gigantic fan base. With the more recent release of the Pokémon Go game and app, the phenomena has been introduced to newer generation who have come to appreciate it just as much, if not more, as their original fan base. In the original game and TV show, creatures known as Pokémon were captured and trained by Pokémon Masters, and were then made to battle with other Pokémon Masters Pokémon. Thus, Pokémon range in color, shape, size and abilities. Most, however, bear a stark resemblance to real-life animals, plants or other objects that we can see in our lives. Apart from the more obvious ones, such as Geodude looking like a rock, or Trubbish looking quite literally like a bag of rubbish. Here is a list of some of the Pokémon that are based on real things, some so much so that it feels as if they are very real. Psyduck. Psyduck is a water-residing yellow Pokémon that is seen in the series to have a constant headache, which hinders its ability to think clearly. It is mostly seen dazed. When this constant headache gets too much, it releases psychic waves. The name Psyduck comes from Psy from psychic and duck because of its resemblance to a duck. However, though Psyduck does resemble a duck, its resemblance to a platypus is downright uncanny. Both have the same bill. Heracross. Heracross is a bug-fighting type Pokémon that does not have typical evolutionary stages. It only Mega evolves into Mega Heracross. Heracross is based upon the Japanese rhinoceros beetle, which has the same horn in front that is in the shape of a Y. The Mega evolved form of Heracross, i.e. Mega Heracross, on the other hand bears a striking resemblance to the Hercules beetle, which gets its name from the Greek hero Heracles. The horns on the front of the head are identical to that of Mega Heracross. Pidgey. Pidgey is an adorable flying Pokémon that bears a strong resemblance to Cedar Waxwings. The Cedar Waxwing bird is a gray, light brown and yellow bird that has the same coloring and patterns as that of Pidgey. Both look nearly the same. Pikachu Pika-Mouse. Pikachu is perhaps the most famous of all Pokémon. Known for being the original Pokémon mascot, this cute yellow creature may appear harmless, but packs quite a punch. Pikachu strongly resembles the Pika-Mouse that can be found in Asia. Most species of this type of mouse can be found in China. It produces a high-pitched sound, which is incredibly similar to Pikachu's voice. Charmander. The famous and rather adorable Charmander has the same color and shade of color as that of the Eastern Newt. The Pokémon's structure is based on hues in general, but the unique shade of orange-red that is common in both make them nearly identical. Squirtle Sea Turtle. An adorable blue-colored water-type Pokémon, Squirtle bears an uncanny resemblance to sea turtles. Its name stems from squirt, which may mean a child or playful, and turtle because of its resemblance to turtles. The name captures the playful nature of this Pokémon and also shows us what this Pokémon is based on. Caterpie. Caterpie is one of the most common Pokémon in the entire game and TV series. It is also one of the first Pokémon captured by Ash. Many find that it has a striking resemblance to the Papilio caterpillar, which is more commonly known as the Eastern Tiger Swallowtail caterpillar. Both have the same color and have similar markings as well. Executor Palm Tree. The adorable and slightly confused-looking Executor Pokémon bears a strong resemblance to a coconut tree, except with pineapples growing on it. This Pokémon is based on something other than an animal, which is rather refreshing. The trunk of the plant is similar to the body of the Pokémon, and the tree heads on top look exactly like pineapples. Ekans and Arbok. Ekans is a poison-type Pokémon that is a brilliant and beautiful shade of purple. It bears a striking resemblance to an Indian cobra, but it also seems to be based on rattlesnakes. The evolved form of Ekans, which is Arbok, has a real-life version that is the same as the Pokémon itself. The Dispas indica snake, found in tropical regions of South America, has the same coloring, markings and overall look of Arbok. Carnivine. Carnivine is a rather creepy-looking grass-type Pokémon that looks eerily like the Venus flytrap plant. Both have the same color and mouth that, though much like a leaf, looks eerily like teeth. Carnivine operates the same way as the Venus flytrap, by closing its mouth on prey, and then digesting it and absorbing the nutrients that come out of it to survive. Apart from this, many other Pokémon has strong resemblance to living or non-living things and seems to have been based upon them. Some other examples include Flashling that looks like Japanese robin, Fennekin that is identical to and sounds similar to the Fennec fox, Dialga which looks like Glaucus atlanticus, and Moltres which seems to be based upon the Sandravasi Mera. As with almost any other anime or fictional object, the basis is almost always something that exists in real life. In the same way, Pokémon creators have taken inspiration from these animals, plants and real-life objects all around us to create amazing Pokémon that not only look like the things they are based upon, but more often than not also have similar characteristics.